Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this little video that I've made. My name's ODPixel. I'm a British caster that hopes to one day really go international, and I've been casting since about February now, and I've just decided to make this little video that kind of documents the journey so far that I've had on my own and also with my co-caster, young Wakey, and I thought I'd post on the internet just for some of you guys out there who perhaps are into casting yourself, or perhaps just into professional esports, professional Dota 2, and who are just wondering kind of how the transition's made over time between starting off obviously in the bedroom and then working to obviously being in the studio, and then going forward to then being able to perform at LAN events. And yeah, I've just arranged a little selection of clips, all in, of course, chronological order, and they kind of range from February, the beginning of this year, 2014, right up to today. Well, not today to be precise, this week to be precise. So, anyway, without further ado, let's cut in. So, with the first clip that's actually coming on, this is when I started back in February. I started with my mate WakeyPixel, who's actually a friend of mine in real life. Not someone that I've met on the internet, not someone that I've met through Dota 2. So, as you can imagine, as casters, there was a little bit of synergy there already. We've never really done anything like this in terms of making videos together, so it's quite a different experience. But anyway, this is how we kind of started off. It was a little bit rough around the edges. It was the first time we kind of gave it a shot, if you want to put it like that. But this is the first little clip of me and Wakey doing some casting together. I'm OD. I'm here with my co-caster Wakey. How you doing, Wakey?
I'm good. Looking forward to this game.
It should be good. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think the qualifiers obviously today, and then we've got the
big games.
The actual competition happening over tomorrow and Saturday.
Yeah.
So all these teams looking to try and get into those, get through these qualifiers and into those final rounds, and that's where some prize money can be won.
Catches him out, and this Visage should be dead. Yeah, a few hits from the TA. And in fact, Rubik handing about. Great stunning. They popped the Aegis. But could be in a bit of trouble themselves. Clockwork walking around on the back. Gets the cog down just to disrupt it a little bit. But yeah, needs to be careful. In fact, TA.
Yeah, the ultimate actually gets popped now by the Luna. Huge damage coming down on the slot that brought back.
They do bring the Luna down though. And great hookshot again. Stuns out from the Sand King.
Strange to burr out, and the AA ulti now hits, which means the Slark's going to not be getting any of the passive regen.
But bam.
If he goes into his ultimate, and he is going to take down the Nature's Prophet.
He might go down for it though. He goes down. The Nature's Prophet got enough hits on him to bring him down below the threshold.
And it's actually a 3-for-3 trade with the buyback coming out from the Slark. He died twice in those two engagements, and the Visage brought back as well. So you'd argue maybe a slight advantage for Ban Earth, but they will get this tower now.
Yeah. As soon as you reel someone in and ults them, they're going to be dead straight away with the amount of stacks he's got. Walls get popped down. Should get this. Blinks straight in. Ults the Alchemist. The Alchemist's not going to get a chance to get away. Hook does come out as well. Spectre does pop the horn. Chasing down the Bristleback now, using the Diffusal Blade, slowing him down for a bit. AA is here though to kind of keep them off, and Bristleback will get away, but AA though might have to pay with his life. Poach does have the hook. Actually misses and hooks back the Timbersaw, who Timber chained in, but it doesn't matter. They're going to pick up the killer anyway. So picking off the Alchemist and the AA there on the bottom lane. See, a couple of clips there from earlier on in the year when me and Wakey started casting in these kind of amateur leagues with the Join Dota Gigabyte qualifiers, and also the Amateur Dota 2 League, which was very nice with both of them. It was just a case of, obviously, we never really had any background at casting, so we just had to kind of get in touch with kind of, obviously, the volunteer admins for each respective league and cup, and just say, hey, will you give us a shot? And sure enough, they did. Obviously, we were not getting paid at this stage at all. It was totally just done as a hobby and just for fun. And it was something that we really kind of, when we look back on, we're really gracious and grateful for these guys giving us a chance, because it's given us something to kind of document as the first footsteps of when we actually started casting together, as you can see. And now we're gonna move on a couple of months. So I think we have February and April there. February and April. That was what we just saw there, a couple of months. And now we're going to go on to one. This one's actually myself. I was actually lucky enough to get the first paid gig thanks to ESL, the UK brand of ESL, which was actually occurred when a caster named Joe Show put out a little request for applications. And I sent him an email, and I can't exactly remember the exact wording of what I sent him, but I do remember him saying that it was it stood out quite a bit. And I do remember getting quite overexcited during the application phase and writing a lot of weird things But it got it sorted, and I was very lucky enough to be invited. You know, we did get paid, not a lot of money. Well, actually, I'd say not a lot of money, but what it was, the ESL paid really nicely. It was just a once a week gig though, one evening a week. Or was it one evening a month? I can't remember. Anywho, this was when it was actually again when I was in my uni dorms. All done online at this stage, obviously with Joe, who this time was a guy, you know, I'd never met before, but he was a very kind guy, very, very awesome, you know, we totally got on together, so it wasn't too hard really to kind of really slot into the zone with the casting, and had a little bit of fun with a soundboard on this one that I'd rigged up for the stream as well, and, well, nothing more to say. I'll show you a clip of this one. So this was hitting into the month of May, halfway through the year, this one.
Look how low they all are.
It's going to be fun. Sunstrike! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Lovely.
Oh, poor old OD. Yeah, that's a bit of music there for him.
that was nice. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, how did I miss that?
Look at this. Look at Cook.
What's he doing?
Hammer on top lane.
Oh, look at him. He's just the swag machine. He's out of there. To a bit of Thomas the Swag Engine. Wow, actually, if you look at the XP graph, it goes up to 2k, and then goes down to 2k in the favour of FL, and then kind of levels off into a gamer's pause sign. Oh, Mirana, she's gonna get away. She's gonna get away, but at the end of the day, bit of slow-mo close-up on Mirana here. This is so stupid.
What is this stream? What is this?
Oh no, I've wait, I'm following. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, here we go! Mirana, they need to kill her quick because she deals so much damage in these fights. The crit comes out and they bring her down.
Mirana down.
Oh, Refresher's Orb comes out again, but BKB's already popped, and Richie's ready to fight. Boat comes in, it's going to not catch anyone. But here comes Rubik, he's a bit of a better captain. He catches out no one, actually, so he's not. And but either way, they're bringing the heroes down. Invoker's very low, he's going to lose the Aegis, but they've already managed to take down Mirana and Triant. Toron comes out again, the crit comes out. He's able to bring out Rubik on the back of that. Tide and OD, BKB up, and they're on the run now. And Invoker's trying to chase them down now. He's back to full health, full mana after that Aegis, and blinking now from Darkseer. Darkseer has got the no, he hasn't got the vacuum. He's got a wall. Tornado's going to catch out the OD. Can Invoker get in place? He's going to try and get as close as he can. He's going to get a Cypher Vice drop down. He's going to get a hexed up the OD, and OD will fall eventually. Yes, the right click's coming in with the help of the Forged Spirits, and there we go. Yeah, buyback from OD though. Oh, Invoker! Is he going to live? Yeah, we go! Dazzle there with the save! The beautiful guy! He's there for him in his time of need! And with that, they might just take the game. Infused.
Maybe. Go on, give him some motivation.
We're all in this together. Once we know that we we're all stars, and we see that.
Yeah, there we go. It's got them going. There we go. A bit of High School Musical. That's all Infused needed. Wasn't that nice? So that was obviously when we were at uni. Well, I was at uni. Joe's a little bit older than me. In fact, he's actually working full time, and we were doing that together in our free time. And after that kind of occurred, and it was coming up actually to the end of the uni term, so I was back at home. Wakey, my mate, who I live close to locally in the town we live in, is actually not related to uni. Wakey is back to primary school. So when we were both back, we kind of realised, hey, let's get a setup going, and let's try doing some of this from my house together, because you know that's one thing that a lot of casters can't offer. They can't offer the capability of being in the same room unless you're a huge studio where you've got full-time employment. As for kind of amateur level, it's not something that's very easy to organise and get sorted. But we were lucky enough, obviously, just having the fact that we lived around the corner from each other to get some of that stuff done. And here's a little clip of us casting from my front room. Pick. I mean, what do you think about that? That's a hero we don't see as
that's
much.
Not our first tier pick hero at all.
You don't,
is it?
No.
So
because you can get that through the draft at any stage, can't you? You don't need to get it out first.
Yeah, no, that's not going to be banned out. I don't think anytime really soon. It's not exactly a hard counter to the Brewmaster, so it's a bit odd. I don't know why they picked that out. To be honest.
Look at
Anti-Mage banned out.
Oh, I mean, we said the clock was a bit of what should we ban?
Yeah,
so that's a bit what should we ban?
That's definitely
you don't need to ban the anti-mage,
no.
but okay, go for it.
I mean, anti-mage is pretty good against Tinker.
I think that might say, Tinker, and that might say that the Wraith King is going to be one of the cores, because obviously breaking down the mana is going to be pretty nasty against the Wraith King. If he was a support, you don't really mind because you want the reincarnation to slow. But if he's a carry and you want to be keeping him alive, you don't want to have that mana burn against you. So maybe that's giving away the fact that, as you said, it is going to be a farming Wraith King. But we'll see with this final pick now coming out.
Ancient Apparition is going to be the ban out from Dark Angels. That's a surprise. I definitely didn't think Ancient Apparition when I thought about what they were going to pick here. But they are still thinking about it. I still think whether they are wondering about going aggressive with this. It'd be interesting to see what they pick up, because at the moment, I think the anti-mage sort of gives a little bit of a hint that the fact that it's a Wraith King, it's actually going to be Enigma, and that's a hero that I'm surprised we haven't seen so far, because I thought that was one of the strongest heroes at TI, and probably one of the strongest heroes in this patch. The amount of pushing power you can get from it, and Black Hole's just such a good spell, it's just ridiculous. It's just a good ganker. You can get so many levels, so much farm so early, because of the jungle.
Yeah.
And it now shows as well that it's going to be a safe lane. Safe lane, tri lane. So... yeah,
with the Slark on his own. Okay.
Although we say that, I mean, they might choose to run the Enigma in the off lane.
And just get Slark solo safe lane? Oh, well, is he need Enigma on his own?
Yeah, and then put the Slark with the Dazzle, and then it would be a support Wraith King. But it'll be interesting to see how they line up. I still think Enigma in the jungle is the reason you pick the hero. You wouldn't waste... especially on the Radiant off lane, you can kind of be a bit more flexible, and it's actually going to be a Weaver picked up by Dark Angels.
A Weaver carry. And by the looks of it, with the Mirana. Oh, I'm sure, I don't know, they could swap it around a lot. You know, Weaver can go off lane, Nix can go off lane, Mirana can go off lane. You know, Weaver and Mirana can both be
I think they're going to play the Mirana support again. That's what they played last game, so... oh, it's actually going to be Mirana carry, channel feed.
Go. The front room Dota, boys. And, of course, the next natural step to make from casting your front room was to step it up and move it to the bedroom. As you see, we had a little bit of a change of scenery here, and we've got a little bit of a setup going. Actually, worked out quite nicely that Wakey's monitor that he had at his house was the same as mine, so we could lay it down flat, make it look all flashy, make it look all smooth. Didn't have much of a backdrop, but we did have the capability to move faces around the screen whilst we were talking live, and that certainly was good fun. We're going to go to our amazing draft screen. You ready for this? Guys, I hope you're ready for this, because the draft is actually going to start.
We are sponsored by Red Bull, so big shout out to them. Big
by
product placement. Sponsored by Pimpmuckles and Red Bull.
Sponsored by Pimpmuckles face.
Tweet Red Bull, guys, and then they might send us some more Red Bull. Not that they sent us anyway to start with. I had to go buy this from a shop. Red Bull is so expensive now. I mean, good value, but expensive. If you were on a budget, you would go for the cheap own brand Kick. Whatever it's called.
Yes, right. Goodbye, Pimpmuckle. We're going to go to the draft screen. That's the wrong draft screen. To the other draft screen. There we go. Look at that.
Oh, that one's quite nice.
That's quite nice.
That's a nice draft
we've got... it's Dagon 5 against Insidious. Dagon 5 are on Radiant this time. And as we can see so far, they banned out the Lycan.
Who did the crazy push strategy last game?
It was Insidious, and they've already banned out the Lycan and the Death Prophet against them.
Okay.
Of course, after casting in our bedroom, we were actually lucky enough to get asked by ESL UK to do some work also online, which was kind of the same situation we had here. We had it with work. We've got a backdrop and everything. In fact, backdrop just down on the floor at the moment. I haven't got it up because it's very big and it actually stops me from being able to get out of the room. So it's not much use having it up 24/7. But anyway, so they sent us a backdrop and that allowed us to do weekly broadcasts, which we are still doing. You can catch at twitch.tv/ESLUK2, which are every Sunday evening, UK time, of course. And on the back of doing these weekly ones, we're actually asked to do the monthly ones, which was great because we actually got invited to the studio in Leicester. And we've been doing these at the end of each month for the last couple of months, and we've got one next month as well. And, well, it was great. You know, we had suddenly all this equipment, all this professionalism, all this production value that was being provided for us. And we just had to sit there and be ourselves and cast. And, well, I'll show you a little bit of a clip of what we get up to at the studio in Leicester.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome. Welcome back
to our humble abode. This is where we sleep,
This is
eat,
where...
live, and cast some...
And fornicate.
So cast some Dota. I feel like you've been out of your ward for too long tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I
have
better
to...
go in a minute. No. Men in white coats will be
yeah,
after me.
They'll be in with their restraining straitjacket.
Telling me that I've got mental issues, and they won't listen to me. I said don't. They keep
He promises he doesn't.
Yeah.
He promises he doesn't. He doesn't see it himself.
I've only murdered 5 children. I mean...
I thought it was 6.
Oh, I forgot about Larry.
Yeah. Poor Larry.
Poor Larry. Well,
Larry.
here we go. Punch
an odd way to
ODPixel
start.
if you read this, co-cast, and then we'll have no punching here. So we're gonna lay down. Anyway, lads.
I could punch you though.
Surprisingly
I'll
enough,
punch him later.
there's actually some Dota 2, which we're going to be following.
Oh yeah, look, it says there actually.
Or is it League of Legends?
We've got some.
No, this is definitely Dota.
Is it a best of 3?
Oh, it depends what part of the country you're from.
Ah, okay. And what's the score?
The score is 2-0 to Na'Vi.
Okay. And what about in our game though?
In our game, it's actually 1-1.
Okay.
Ishigo and The Rock. They're on a draw at the moment. This is the deciding game. And a moment that will probably go down in history. I mean, bigger than TI4 finals.
Probably better than TI4 finals.
Better than TI4 finals. And with a significantly less amount of early GGs, hopefully. I mean, well, we've
seen some early GGs. I was going to mention actually, in that last game was probably that was the longest game we've seen. All the other games have been under 30 minutes. So
that's true.
If you are watching to see where your rares go, and that is the only reason that you are here, like many of you I'm sure are. Obviously, our presence is just a little bonus.
And
but
which we
then this should be over reasonably soon.
Yeah,
I think.
it should be.
It's reasonably soon, as long as they don't pick Spectre again.
Well, yes. I mean, Spectre getting through the draft is something that's not going to... Well, actually, no, it could happen this time because we're not seeing a Spectre ban. What the hell am I on about? We've got Ogre Magi picked up first by Ishigo. They're going to ban out the Viper and Razor, 2 heroes that we've seen banned out time again this evening. And Death Prophet and Brewmaster are going to be banned out by Dwayne the John Roxon. 2 heroes that apparently have a personal vendetta out for the team because they never let those through the draft, especially if they're not grabbing hold of them themselves. So, Wakey, analysis, kick in. It's a generic Dota 2 game here. Baby Knight Terrorblade causing a lot of trouble in the UK scene, and finally The Rock, they come up with an answer for it. And even though the game goes late, the Terrorblade was not enough for them to win. So, ladies and gentlemen, hello, how you doing?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So that is the end of tonight's games. It is going to go the way of The Rock, even though they were down 1 game after falling down from the winner's bracket and working their way back up. Ichigo, unlucky. I mean,
well, look at that.
There we go. I mean they had every chance. I mean, they had the 1 game advantage. It was thought maybe it was going to be the first time The Rock weren't going to win
once and
the LAN finals.
They had Baby Knight.
They had Baby Knight on his Terrorblade.
They did, of course, though, and they had a player that needed to go to bed.
They did. They did indeed.
So I think they'll be blaming that loss on him. You know,
maybe they will.
Why you go to bed? It's only 11 o'clock. But there we go. The Rock, they win again.
Yeah.
As expected. And,
as expected.
Never bet against The Rock, guys. If we see you here again next month, which we almost certainly will, and it almost certainly will be The Rock, hopefully we'll have maybe some teams who are going to be able... Well, I said put up more of a good fight. That was a good fight from Ichigo. I mean,
yeah, for sure. Ichigo put up
but
a
it
great
was
fight
kind of...
tonight,
You kind of felt that if they didn't have Baby Knight, it would
Baby
have been
Knight certainly helped, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Baby Knight was a pretty key part, but...
Yeah, yeah, he helped. Just a bit.
He did help. Just indeed, but...
I mean, when you've got a player of that experience drafting for you as well, it's always going to be advantageous. What is that word?
Advantageous.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You said Rus.
Rus. I think
you don't
I
need the Rus.
Rus. English lessons for Englishmen.
Russians. But there we go, boys and girls, ladies and
that's
gentlemen.
Going to be it.
That is it.
That is it for
the
tonight.
stream. We're going to head home.
We are indeed.
Fly the club. You know, pick up some strippers.
No, we're not.
We're not. It's Leicester. You don't want to be picking up the strippers
You
here.
don't.
Because
It's
you'll be picking
a rough,
up something else.
area.
I mean, talk about Ebola. It's rife among the red light district here. And that is why you should always wear a condom, ladies and gentlemen.
And on that note, we're going to say goodbye and good night. I'm sure we'll see you guys again soon. And thanks for everyone that tuned in for today, especially if you've come from Dota 2 Lounge as well. Hopefully your rares went the right way. And, well, never bet against The Rock. Never bet against The Rock unless you're actually the team playing against them, because then you could be done for match fixing. Yes. So then do bet... No, yeah, I don't know. It's very low. 3-2-2. 3-2-2, that's all that needs to be mentioned. And that is that's what we're going to end the stream on. Yeah.
None of this kind of safe sex. So, boys, we'll see you next time. That's a
Goodbye.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty much all I have to show you today. Kudos if you did make it this far through the video and you've got a slight interest in what we do. That's kind of why we do it, you know, just for that feeling that other people enjoy and appreciate what we do. And, well, actually, that's a bit of a lie. It's not the only reason we do it. One of the reasons is because we just freaking enjoy it. That's kind of why we do it, as any caster should. And pretty much the reason why most casters do cast Dota, because they have a bloody good time doing so. And that's it. That is it. So what next? I mean, we're just looking for as many gigs as we can get. We've got the CSL one running every weekend, and obviously at the end of each month we go down to the studio, which is pretty awesome. Hopefully they'll have more sponsors in the future for bigger, better tournaments, and we'll be asked to host and are invited to those. LAN-wise, I'm actually very lucky. I've been invited with Joe Show, you know, the guy that I did the soundboard stuff with. We're actually doing Insomnia Gaming Festival, which is a massive LAN event in the UK. We're really excited for that. Fortunately, they didn't have the budget this time to get Wake involved as well. But if this one goes well, hopefully next time they'll invite me back with Joe's show and they'll get Wake in as well, and we'll have kind of like a tri-cast situation or something beautiful like that. That's the dream. That's the hope. So hopefully that's going to be something that's going to become regular as well. I've just got to make sure I don't cock it up the first time, which is actually on November the 22nd and 23rd. You should be able to catch it somewhere on Twitch. It's multiplayer Insomnia Gaming Festival. It'll be up somewhere. But anyway, that's it for the video. If you made it this far, again, congratulations, because after I've made this, I'm probably not going to sit down and watch all 20 minutes of it myself, because I'm just going to kind of cross my fingers and hope that I didn't screw up any of the edits. I hope you enjoyed my masterful editing. First time I've actually edited a video in Premiere Pro. So, well, that's it. Of course, you can catch us at twitch.tv/ODPixel for myself, /Pixel Pipeline for both of us, and Twitter-wise, twitter.com/ODPixel and WakeyPixel. It's not too hard at all. So hopefully you'll be able to catch us on there and follow what we get up to through those various social media outlets. And that is it. I'll see you guys around. Bye.